Now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Coltonavich has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Fans, join us here at SunTrust Park all season, as Tuesday nights will be high school marching band nights.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
And allowed to play on the field before the game, with proceeds from ticket sales directly benefiting the band. For details, visit.
A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out into right center. Well hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Popped him up. Camargo in foul ground, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Mets 0. Braves coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Three and 0 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
The 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure.
And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
He's running again. And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. So he moves all the way up to third here. On a line, that's a base hit. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, D-Roll. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Jackson giving chase. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no error. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of the ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Camargo is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Inciarte is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Digging in now, Tomas Nido. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Here's Ender Inciarte. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Syndergaard, a native Texan. This is his first year at the big league level. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Smith. And that's the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus our attention on the Todd father. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
1 out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving over is Jackson to put it away for out number 2. So striding in, Charlie Culberson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. Braves lead this one 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Noah Syndergaard will step in to lead things off here for the Mets with the top of the order, Jose Reyes, to follow. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
A base hit in his first trip. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Braves lead it 1-0. In now, Mike Foltynewicz as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. So striding forward now, Freddie Freeman. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. So 1-1 now to Markakis. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-2 pitch. High pop-up. Frazier is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
At the plate, Tyler Flowers. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Lying toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So 3. Here's Jay Bruce now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The bouncer to the left side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Stepping up now, Todd Frazier. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it's behind the runner to first. Bruce stands at second with no outs. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Culberson camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Inciarte is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Mets. And the next in is Johan Camargo. Here's the first pitch to him.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on. Around second now and headed for third. And the Braves are going to like this. They've got a man at third on a leadoff triple. Now to the plate, Charlie Culberson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted in the air out to right. Conforto moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And that's the second out. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit. Striding into the box, Tomas Nido.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Into the box now, Noah Syndergaard. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
This one's flared toward left center. Calling for it, Acuna. 2 down. So it's back to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Hit in the air out to left field. Acuna's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of it. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a hard liner to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Jackson is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson is under it. 2 gone.
Center fielder number 11.
Ready for another shot now. Ender Inciarte. And that misses, ball 1. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Hit in the air to center field. Jackson moves over, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Wilmer Flores. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jay Bruce. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Johan Camargo. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Charlie Culberson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Camargo is on his way home. He will score as they push their lead to 8 now. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 9-0.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the 2nd run of the inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt, and now let's see. And no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Foltynewicz rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. Way out in front, now up by 10.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The 1-1 home. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 4 runs here in this half inning. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Here now it's the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the stretch. And that one just missed outside.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly batter. Settling in now, Todd Frazier. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. So stepping in, Dominic Smith. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Inciarte's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock. Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
In now, Noah Syndergaard. No balls and 1 strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the end. Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Center fielder, Ender